whammo, the person has the experience. This is the language to describe it. These are the consequences that follow for it. This is how he judges it. The birth of that, therefore, would awaken and beget intellect, truth, vision of reality, an overwhelming experience of beauty itself. Out of that, what must be developed? A different kind of thing, a curious kind of thing, excellence. And it has to be brought up. Well then, if it is, what happens? Well then, he would look to Homer and Hesiod and the other good poets and wish to rival them. Well, that is certainly a nice vision to have, right? And if you have nothing to do this weekend, I would suggest you do your utmost to try to get it. Now, going back. These are the steps. The vision, that's the challenge. It's a new beginning. And it presupposes the arts of contemplation. It means, therefore, that you can include everything. You don't have to repress anything. Right? It's necessary to gather it up and bring it up into a vast pursuit, spiritual pursuit. Right? There is no split in man. And as he culminates it in this vision, he then awakens something magnificent called the intellect itself. That must be brought up, nurtured. And the result is that, as Socrates says, such a person becomes a friend of God and immortal if any man ever is. Well, I just wanted to run through that quickly for you so we could now throw it open and explore it. Yes?
Is there one knowledge seems to be identical with knowledge of the one.
No. Yes and no, but go ahead.
Well, when you describe it, no.
Yeah. It is
he's
one
getting
knowledge.
The one knowledge.
Right.
Which, when we look at it from here,
Yeah.
is knowledge of the one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
is he...
Quite true. Look. In the world of Plato, you have this kind of structure. The one. Then you have intellect, pure intellect, hyphen, right? Because as you saw, with the arrival of intellect, you also necessarily must have seen the nature of reality. Being. Right. In awakening the intellect, you recognize the nature of reality as being, and you're overwhelmed with the fact that what you're dealing with is something that has a vast and profound vitality. These are the three major terms that are used to describe the level of nous. This is the one. Then here we call this soul. Soul entering soul and body. Here, body without soul. Those are the 5 different levels. Now, if the nature of the one is described in the Parmenides as well as in the Republic, right? It is that which is beyond all predicates. Right. Transcends all predicates. Here, you can't have this vision without knowing you've encountered the nature of beauty. Would you agree with that? I mean, there's something marvelous about beauty, right? It has one heck of an impact, and we know it when we experience it. Right? Someone doesn't walk around saying, I wonder whether I experience beauty or not. They'd say, if you wonder, you're asleep, right? So these are things you can discover in the experience of beauty, because in the experience of beauty you recognize that simultaneously with the realization of beauty that you used the mind, and the mind alone can see it. So these are connected. When you recognize that the beauty that you encountered is the nature of reality, then you're seeing into that experience of beauty all the qualities we just put over there, did we not? Everlasting, neither this, neither that, right? All the negatives, right?
Right, I mean, the way he describes it is through the negatives, which is beyond all predicates.
Well, but would you not agree, one predicate we can't get away from? Beauty. Second, everlasting. 3, permeates all.
Those
are predicates. Those are predicates.
Well, it permeates all. Everlasting you got from neither born nor perishing. I mean, he doesn't say everlasting. He just says what it's not.
Okay, look here. Let me see if I can help you with this. All right? Okay, we try. Have a little fun. Okay, here we go. 2 words. All right? Distinctions. All right? We can make distinctions without making divisions or finding parts. Would you agree with that? Like, here's the top, here's the bottom. If I hold it this way, of course if I hold it that way, then this becomes the top mechanism. I can make distinctions without breaking it into parts. Right. But if I can make distinctions, then I am dealing with something that you can distinguish. Right, you can distinguish it. Now, try this for a moment in an abbreviated form. If we want to talk about the one in itself, right, the one, then clearly we do not want to talk about the many, do we? So if we are talking about the one, and if our dialogue necessarily involves us in making distinctions that are appropriate from the many, we'll know we're not in the one, but we're in the many, and we better get out of the many and get back in the one. Yeah. If that's the case, do you think it's likely then that the one can be a whole? Oh, wait a minute, the whole must necessarily have parts. The parts would be making distinctions. That would be a many, would it not? Therefore, we can't call the one a whole, can we? Right. By the way, we can't say it's a part, can we? Because that presupposes a whole of which is parts. It would still be a many. Yeah. So it's nearly a whole nor a part. Yeah. By the way, do you think it can have a beginning, middle, or end? No, because they would be the distinctions. If it doesn't have a beginning, middle, or end, would you not agree? One thing we're not going to be able to do, and that is describe it as a circle or as a straight line, for those things having beginning, middles, and ends necessarily. Agree? Would you not agree then, in general, if it has any form whatsoever, any form is merely a consequence of applying different straight lines and circles to whatever it is. Therefore, it must be without form, the formless. Agree? Right? Yeah, well, if it's formless, having no beginning, middle, or end, then I wonder whether we can relate it in any way to anything. Look here, is it possible that we might be able to talk about it as the same as anything else? Because if we did, there'd be something else if we'd compare it, and we're in a manyness and we're not in a one. All right. Can we talk about it as being other than everything else? No, because other presupposes other things. You can't talk about it being other than that either. Right.